Guy Verhofstadt has been brutally torn apart for a tweet on the U.S. election in which he claimed Europe will be stronger together in an uncertain world. Donald Trump and Joe Biden are engaged in a bitter U.S. election as the fight to win the White House looks like going right down to the wire in one of the closest political races in recent years. Chaos quickly erupted this morning when Republican Mr. Trump claimed he had already won the election and said there was massive fraud on our nation, despite millions of votes still to be counted across several key U.S. states. The U.S. president has repeatedly suggested, without evidence, that an increase in mail-in voting will lead to a surge in fraud. Now Mr. Verhofstadt has come under attack for claiming Europeans will be more united than ever in an uncertain world, adding the bloc needs to quickly take steps to define its own future. The Belgian politician tweeted to his 453,000 followers, looking at the chaos across the Atlantic, "I am more certain than ever that Europeans are stronger together in an uncertain world." Whatever the outcome, the EU needs to take its destiny into its own hands. But the tweet, liked by 6,600 people and retweeted nearly 1,000 times, has sparked a furious reaction from several people, who mocked the Eurocrat for his comments. Dozens of Twitter users, including Brexiteer and former MEP Daniel Hannan, highlighted how EU leaders are not directly elected to office by the continent's population, adding it goes totally against all democratic values. Mr. Hannan replied, "Yeah. So much easier just to appoint your commissioners in secret at a private banquet." One person wrote, "Fortunately for the continuation of this kind of European Union dreaming, the European president is not elected by the people but appointed by a few oligarchs in a backroom." Another Twitter user replied, "Guy, can you imagine if the EU was a democracy and had real elections to choose who ran Europe? No, nor can I, because it is not a democracy and never will be." A third social media user commented, "Chaos. It's called democracy. Perhaps the EU could learn a thing or two." One person warned the collapse of the EU is close, describing the Brussels bloc as a parasitic entity.